Hi, good night. This is creators of Legacy Podcast in English, and here we are today for a very interesting topic that's about leaders. So today it is time we lead leaders, and also today I'm gonna dedicate this episode or this topic to Sudanese people and also to the African people. Because really in Africa or in Sudan specifically, we need to have leaders in our community, in our government, in our education area, in our work area. So leaders are very important and crucial for developing our countries. And for this lead, we want to talk about what is leaders can do. So, is it better to have a leader rather than having a manager in any area we talk about? So, before going to that, let me say something about what is the difference between the manager and the leader. You know, in all our life areas, work, or whether even in the education area or in the government specifically, we always have managers more than having leaders because the leaders are few in between us, even in our local communities also, especially in Africa country and Sudan. Specifically, we don't have leaders, really leaders, those who can make the real change or those who can make impact on people and in work area or those who can take the decisions in an innovation way because especially in the times of uncertainty and progress and global challenges. So strong leadership is more crucial than ever, and we are lacking leadership. We are managing things, but we are not leading things. So we have a lot of managers in the work area, or the government, or in any sector we can talk about, more than having leaders, and that's the big issue we need to talk about, and that is a problem. So that's why today I call for having leaders more than having managers in Sudan or in Africa. I say many people they have tremendous job and they have very nice contribution over the social media or in writing books and so on. They demonstrate and they give solid information about leaderships. And if you go over all the platforms of the informations in the internet area, you will find, if you write or you Google about leadership, you will find credible researchers who write about leaderships, and there is a lot of topics you can have and download and read it. Also, you can have many kinds of different style and art of leaderships, where you can also have it in the books which available right now, such as leadership for Mr. Max Well. And there are a lot of people who also give a speech over the social medias about the leadership. So leadership is very important things, and we lead it. So for me, I say starting from, for example, from our local community, the local community leaders Sometimes we call them leaders, but they are not leaders because you will find the relation with their people is not looking like leadership style because they always acting on the top of the people and giving instruction and commands more than sharing and becoming part of accomplishing any task or anything that or taking a decision within the community. They are not sharing it in that way. So they are always asking the people to go to do it, or they will also give the ideas and they don't share brainstorming solution or sitting in the table with their people to take the decision or to get the solutions. Those people are not leaders. Even if we call them local community leaders, but they are not leaders. They are managers, local community managers. So the leader is the person who always go in front of his team. He give example before asking his team to do anything. So he's a person who is always part of the task and the activities and the things that he want to accomplish. He will always prepare just the idea, the vision, and then he will share the team or his people, whether in work or whether in the education area or whether in the local community area. So he will just initiate the idea and then he will try to engage the team or the people around him to be a part of taking the idea to become something that they can achieve and have output. And he will always consult the people around him using the different tools such as brainstorming or sitting together to discuss the issue from different angles so that he can have the solid information to make the decision. Even if he want to make the decision, at least he has to share his people discussing about it. So that is a leader. That person who do like that, he's a leader. And to go further, there are different leaders. There are some different leaders. There are some leaders introduce innovation, creativity in their managing things as looking like it is. There are more smart in taking the decisions and also demonstrating the issues and having the things accomplished by people in a love environment, in a love climate, because they create good environment for the team to love the work or to love whatever they are doing, so that they can have strong relationships between each other as a team and they work as a family. And then he will just act like a father or like a mother, more than like a manager who is in the top, and then people has to work for him to accomplish, and then he will come back to ask about the result. That is the manager. The manager always just he's asking about the result. He wants the things to be done. He will ask his team, hey, take this and go achieve it or accomplish it on this time. He will give the timelines, he will give everything, and he will just ask for the result. That is a manager, and he's always after the people as just like a police. He's trying to catch their problems. He's trying to catch their lacking of skills and so on. Then he will fire them, or he will try to make them accountable for that, and without even listening to them or giving them opportunity to discuss or to explain. So those kind of people that are the managers, because they think that they hire the people to do the work. That is it. Because the people are getting salary or getting wages of this, or they are getting benefit out of the jobs they give. So they think that they have to push them to do the task, and regardless their humility or feeling uh, their emotional part, or that's not concerning for them. So those are the managers. We don't want those managers, and that's what means all the people will be leaders in an organization or any entity or in the government. No, always there is someone who is in front of people. But even those few people who are leaders, they can make an environment where the teams are consist of people who act as leaders also. The entire team can be a team that lead by different leaders, because the real leader is the leader that trying to find his team uh, creativity and his team innovation and so on, skills that is can help him to achieve the things. So he motivate the people and encourage them in a way that he can have a collective information and collaboration environment. So it is a matter to have leaders, and this time, uncertainty, time, and progress, global challenges, strong leadership is more crucial than ever to have a strong government, to have strong leadership wherever you are applying it. So that's why we need to have leaders. Otherwise, if we just keep doing the things or achieving our things or our ideas with this old-fashioned or radical system of management, we will not survive in this innovation time. So because the world is now getting more innovative and more creative because of technology change, and because also of more development in the management system and so on. So we need to adapt to that, and we need to be a part of what is going on in the world to make impact, real impact that will result the best of our achievement for the goals. So we need the leaders really more than the people who acting as managers. And if you have example, for example, for the school, I know that there is many students who left or who had left the school because they hate the teachers, because they hate some teachers, because I respect all the teacher, but it is really that there are some teachers who will يعني force you to hate as a student, to hate the, the education, and to hate being students in their class. So that's why, because they are not looking as leaders. So the teacher should have to be a leader also, not just someone who has the opportunity to manage the classroom. Then he will just ask the student, do this, do this, do this, and regardless the concerning the room as it is more than classroom, concerning it as a home or as one family, and the classroom should be as one family, and he should have to act as a father or a mother for those students. But some of the teachers, they force the students to leave the school, to hate the school because of their leadership styles. It's not good. Or so they are not sharing the students in a way that they love the schools or love the subjects or love the education or learning as a fantastic journey where teacher is acting as a father or mother with his students, giving them opportunity to elaborate in a free way and trying to participate them in a way that they love the subject or the learning stuffs. So this is we are lacking it. We are lacking it in school sometimes, but this is not for all teachers. Definitely, there are a lot of teachers. We respect them. We respect their way, and we love what they are doing. They are leaders, really. They are leaders, and the students love them. So this is also happening in the work area. Also, I know, and you know, many of employee they left also the work or their job, and they hate the organizations and the system of the organization because of the managers, not of the leaders. Because some managers in the organization, they are active in a tough way, and they don't consider the team in the work area as a family. They just give the task and ask the team to accomplish it or the employee to accomplish it or to meet the target. And if he failed to do that or if they fail to do it, then there will be tough evaluation or they will go through a tough time to explain it because they don't give them the opportunity to be as well family from the first step to the last steps of the activities process. So this is what happening in the organizations, most of the organizations, and this is also you can recognize it in the difference between the successful organization and the failed organization because most of the organization they fail to survive and to be in the market area or in the area where they're acting. So because they don't give opportunity for the employees or the team to be under leaderships more than under management. Kalobi. So let us be leaders, please, and let us act as leaders wherever we have opportunity of responsibility to lead people. So let us be real leaders and go in front of your team and try to give them example. Don't ask them to do the work before you share them the idea of how they can do the work and support them innovations with innovation ideas and give them the tools that they can do the work with. Yes, so in effectively way and try to build the relationship between them as family, and you are on the top of that as a father, and the father he has to love his children, right? So they're looking like your children, so you have to love them, and they will love you, and then they will not feel that you are just the person who is on the top and they are the people who has to do the work for you. They will feel that this is their work, this is their environment, and then they will do the things in a very effective way, resulting on a good achievement for your target or for what you want. So, using the brainstorming, different kind of management way or tools, so that you can give opportunity for your team to elaborate, to give their ideas, to share their ideas in how they can do the things. They will share you the decision, and they will help you more than يعني if you give them the things and just ask them go do it. So that's what we don't want to have it in our organizations and in our government in Sudan or in Africa. So that's why we ask, do we lead leaders? So to like if it challenges, health crisis, economic, social, environmental, really we lead leaders. This time is different. So the world needs leaderships. So true leadership, people who can make the right decision in the right time for the right situation to get the right result, so that we can develop our countries in a very good way and in the right way. So we lead leaders, and also to inspire and unify communities, as wherever you are. If you are the leader or you are in the top of your organization or top of team, try to be a leader that inspire and unify the team. If you are a community leader, so try to unify the community, and that will work better than being the one who gives the task and asks people to do it. So to foster innovation and drive progress, we need leader. Yeah. So that's needed really in the government sector or in any entity. We serve people, so we need to look leaders more than managers, to uphold justice and equality, whatever in the government issues or any services organization we are taking responsibility in, we should act as leaders. So to do this kind of things, we have characteristics of effective leader. No, anyone can be a leader. We need really true leader. So who has a visionary, clear goals, and as I said, the one who can sit with his team to file clear goals and roadmap for the future. For example, if you are the manager of a school, you should have to look visionary and to have goals for this school, and to share the teacher, the staffs, and even the students, their also families in the vision, in the goals that you want to achieve. Uh, Giving the education services is not just having a school building and having teachers and having the staffs of the education books and all and the tables and the chairs, and then open the school for the students coming and going back, just carrying the books and so on. No, not like that. There should be a vision for the school. There should be goals that you set before you start your school, before you start your year, before you start the class lesson, before you start whatever you are doing, activities in your school or in any organization. So, should have to set goals under a vision, as we said yesterday. Vision is very important. So under this vision, you have to have clear goals. If you are a leader, you should have goals. Leaders always has goal, reasonable goals, logic goals for the future of the organization. So also the leader characteristic is one of it is to be in the other's shoes, or what we call it empathetic. So to understanding and addressing people needs. For example, if you have team or if you have one employee under you, and if he face any problem or issue, listen to him and put yourself in his shoes. Try to understand his issue, and then you will find solution for it. This is if you are a teacher. This is if you are a manager in organization. You are a project manager. If you are organizational CEO or whatever, or if you are in the top of any team, so try always to be in their shoes. Also, if you are providing service for people, you should always be in the shoes of those people, because if you put yourself in their chair, then you will address their needs in effectively in the right way, and then you will meet your target, and they will love you and they will cooperate with you. So that's kind of emphatic, or to be in their shoes is a good idea, and it is the most important characteristic for a leader. Yes, this is the difference between the leader and we are lacking this kind of behavior in the managers always. Also, making tough decisions and taking responsibility. This is also a leader characteristic. He has to sometimes take responsibility. So many of people who are on the top of the organization or on the top of the teams or department, they are lacking taking decision, because taking decision is not easy. You should have to consider many things, and you have to look into the issues in different way, and to uh, to take the decision in order to take the right decision. So taking a decision is responsibility. So those managers sometimes they fail to take responsibility. They just want to put the things on others. So, but the real leader, he is the one who, even his team, if they made any mistakes, or they have bad result, he always take the responsibility in front of the top management, or in front of the one who is above, and trying to defend his team, not just because he just want to defend them, because he thinks that he's on the top, so everything happening down is related to him, so he has to take the responsibility. So that's why we need the people who take responsibility. Adaptive also is characteristic of a leader. So embracing change and innovation within the team, within the community, within the government, not always going with the traditional and radical way of management. For example, in the government, are lacking this, because most of the people who are in the top of the departments, or in the top of the organization they are leading, most of them they are lacking information, because they don't learn, they don't have continuous learning, they don't have time to buy books about leadership, or read, or go to training, or they don't take care of this kind of development. They don't develop themselves, so they are in the top. That is what they need to reach, and they don't have any uh, idea of how to develop themselves, and self-development, so in order to be a more effective person, or the person that who will praise and change and make innovation within the team. So that kind of adaptivity we need it in our leaders characteristics. And so leaderships in different spheres, you can talk about politics, business, community, education, whatever, such as politics, guiding nations through the governance, and this is kind of leaderships. Business wise, also we have driving economy, because in our countries in Africa we need leaders to drive economic growth, يعني, and innovation, not to follow the radical or the traditional way of preparing the budget for the government, and doing just routine tasks in all the organization of the government. They don't care to have new innovation solutions for the economic and so on. So we need people like that to have to drive economic growth in innovation way, to get new solutions, new ideas. This will come from leaders, not from managers, because leaders they can sit with people, they can listen from their team, and from their team they can get the best solution. So community also strengthening bonds and fostering inclusion. This also should be available in our community leaderships and so on. So in our, also our education, as we said about the teachers and about the villagers who manage the schools. So we have to empower the next generation through our leadership style, and to be the best. So, because really in Africa and in Sudan, especially as we concern in Sudan for this dedicated episode. So, in Sudan, the current leadership crisis, is lack of trust in leaderships is there, and also global challenges requiring unified action, such as climate change. I don't know whether we concern this or not. We should concern it. The climate change. It is a big issue right now. If you see in America, for example, in the last election between the Democrats and the Republicans, they are competing each others with their visual topics for for the people to vote. So each party provides solutions for the most challenging issues in the world, such as climate change. So only leaders always look like that. If you have in your program of the your government or your campaign, so you have to consider things like climate change, because we are facing the problem of climate right now. All those leaders can consider this, but managers they will not listen to this kind of things, and they will not concern it in their program. Inequality, many things like that, we should have to consider in our leaderships, uh, in our way of managing things. Yes. So the leader of leaders who prioritize and collective well-being over personal gain is something better these days, especially for Sudan. We are facing challenges of this civil war and the destruction which happened. So we need really, after this war, we need to have leaders who can lead our challenges and our problems we are facing, yes, to find the best solution for forever. So let me close this talk and hope that I cover the leaderships in very brief, but uh, I can say that I need to call to action. Yes. So For each episode, after we finish the talking about the topic, we will call for action. So, for leaderships or for having good leaders in Africa or in Sudan, we need to say that it is time to cultivate and support leaders who inspire hope and unity. We call for this. And also, we call to act with integrity and accountability, really. We need to feel accountable and integrity, yes. So, also, we call for action for lead with empathy and innovation. Let us sit in our people's shoes and feel what they need and try to consider that in our program, in our solution. Also, we call for leadership to be with each of us. Anyone has to be a leader in your family. If you are a father, if you are a mother, you have to be a leader between your children. Consider your wife, children, that are your team. Try to share the family vision and the goals and try to achieve it with them and try to act as leader with them. Don't always ask them only to do what you want because you are a father or because you are a mother. Try to share your children, your wife, your husband. If you are a mother, try to share in a leadership way. Try to manage the family in a leadership way. Give opportunity on the table for each one to introduce what he can give and what he can have for the family. Don't always consider they are just children. You are taking care of them. They have to feel that you give them opportunities. So, and if you are in an organization, top of organization, if you are a CEO, or if you are a department manager, or if you are a project manager, or if you are a team leader, try always to be a true leader. Yeah. Use the new art of leaderships to become more close to your team, love your team, give them opportunity to introduce for you how can they do the things, and then if they need help, help them, support them, give them the tools so they can achieve the things in the way you want for the better result. And thank you very much for everyone who watched this episode, and let us say have a good night and bye. This